for the Australian National Anthem.
Ball's thrown up in the ruck here. Good tap one down there by Narre as they get the tap down through Matera there. And they move it forward. Upwey Tecoma now with ball in hand. They get the handball over the top. This is to Burrows. Burrows tucks it on his arm. Has a little bounce. Slight fumble of the ball. So now the ball comes to ground. But they go back in and get it. It's a big tackle laid there by Matera. The umpire's going to ask the ball up. Back to ball it up here. As Matera will go up against right in the ruck here, and the ball's tapped down there, going in to try and get it. There was Hinton. The umpire's going to ask for the ball back. They get ready to set play up here.
It's Hannigan in there for Upwey.
There's a tapped one down there. They get the ball moving. Ball's fumbled to the ground, but Narre won't get that clearing kick, but they have someone set up behind the play here at Upwey Tecoma in orange shawl, but the ball comes to the bottom of the pack and tackle is laid. And the umpire's going to set play up again with the stoppage and the ball up.
Both sides feeling their way in the early parts of this first term.
They get the tap down now, and they move the ball moving forward. Centre half forward, no mark can be taken. They've just crashed the pack, going in and trying to get it hard there. Was Stevenson for Narre. The bursting through Upwey Tecoma and the tackle's made. They're going to continue to hold the ball. So Narre going to have the first look at goal here for the grand final.
A lot of cross ground.
They'll end up using their run-off half. The runner from behind loads up, and it's going to just go across the face for a minor score. The first score on the board is a minor score going the way of Narre. So they look to bring the ball back into play now, if you can see.
Yeah, I'm good from here. Thanks, Trent. So playing on from the back line, Upwey Tecoma, out towards the outer wing. Nice fly for the mark. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Was Upwey, but out the back, roving that well. Going along nicely there. I believe it's Ethan Wright. Has a couple of bounces, but lost control of it on the second. And that eventually goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. In front of his Upwey faithful. Yeah, we should probably clear that, shouldn't we, Trent?
I just looked over and it was like 51 and a half minutes. I'm like,
no,
yeah,
that's a long
probably
quarter.
not, yeah.
We're about 2 minutes, minute or so behind. And boundary throw-in. Ruckstone will adjust for the wind and Narre come through nicely. Get a kick up towards half forward flank. High flyers in there. Big pack. Comes down in front. Narre first in picking up. Couldn't get a clean handball out. Now there's a bit of a pack forming around centre half forward. Umpire's letting it go until it has finally stopped now. We'll see a ball up in that position. One of the Narre players a little bit ginger in getting up.
Trainers are going to rush out.
Looks like it might be Aaron Thomas. That 23, Trent?
Yep, 23.
Yep, so it's Aaron Thomas for Narre. And because it is right near the stoppage there, the umpires will hold up play just to check how he is.
And last time they met was in the semi-final. It was Upwey Tecoma getting the victory over Narre 54-27. So they do have the recent victory over him.
Yeah, it was at Healesville this year. Upwey with only the one loss this year, and I can't remember exactly who that was at, but we can look that up later. The play just coming from the ground now, and play will recommence. Taps it down. It's not moving too quickly out of that congested scenario. Upwey looking to hold that in. Could have fired out a quick handball, but decided to keep it there and reset with another ball up. Punch out of that was won by Narre towards the half-forward line, but it's up by Tecoma with a clearing kick up towards the wing. First in play for it is Narre Warren. It's back to the ball up, eventuated there. Handball back by Upwey. Hinton taps it on towards a teammate out there. Couldn't quite pick up who that was. And it's going to go on over the line for a boundary throw-in.
Thomas makes his way to the bench too. Looks very sore.
Yep, being replaced there by Milojevic. A nice boundary throw-in by the umpire. Trying to account for the wind there. Quick kick in play. It's been marked up. Free kick here to Narre. So they're going to go in their forward line, Trent.
So Narre will put it inside forward line. They've got a player at the back here, but the kick's not going to quite get to him, and it's going to bounce over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. But they're deep inside their forward 50 now. So hoping to convert here. They'll throw the ball back into play. The umpire throws the ball back down. No ruckman, probably got a tap today. The wind just playing a bit of a favour. It's picking up a bit at the start of this game. They get a handball out the back to Upwey Tecoma, and they move it forward into the hands of Orr. They get a kick down the wing, and they find a teammate down there. They've done this well. They've got out of the...
That's the goat. It's Brady.
They got it out of the forward 50 now. So now they're on the wing. They're going to look to try and bring it inside forward 50. It's a nice kick down the line. Just a steady build up here. Now they look to bring a bit more inboard. Mark just dropped, but he goes back and gets it. Gets the handball out to the running player, but he's tackled straight away. But they've done that well to get out of there. Off the boot there of the ruckman and Hannigan, who moves it forward, but it's going to go out of bounds for a boundary throw in inside their forward 50, about 45 from home, just past the scoreboard. The two rucks will go on it. Set up to go back at it again. Hannigan and Matera. The ball's thrown back into play now. Both rucks probably got a little bit of a finger on that. As the ball making its way to its boundary again for another boundary throw in. We saw a lot of that last game as well. Wind playing a big favour. So we'll see if they can get a clearing kick out. We'll use the wind to their advantage. The umpire sets himself to throw the ball back into play. As the ball comes back into play, beautiful throw by the umpire. Hannigan gets that tap down. And they chase after it now. Ball on the pack. No one can really get clean possession, but Upwey Tecoma are the ones who goes and get a clear hand out. Kick forward there was smothered off the boot of Jansen. Now the ball was at the bottom of the pack. Couple of shouts for a free kick, but the umpire says none there. So they're going to ball it up. So still in the forward 50 of Upwey Tecoma here. They get ready to set up. Ball's thrown into play. Tapped down by Hannigan and Upwey Tecoma get that ball moving forward. They're deep in their forward 50 now. Only about 15 from home. Tackle on there. Good tackle. Are the umpire going to see this? He's going to ask for the ball to ball it up.
Yeah, the leading out in front, that was Aaron Grenda. So tried to dodge and weave, but was tackled immediately. Ball came down. It's going to a quick kick out of the pack again. Now everyone have the numbers out the back there. They can use the handball here, but the wind's got into them there and they've dropped that handball receive. And Upwey are able to get a stoppage inside their forward 50. Rucks go up. Ball comes down. Entwistle couldn't quite get it cleanly. For Narre. It's Narre still fighting for it. Getting the handball out wide. Now they've got a runner out there. And that is Howarth. Howarth kicks it long towards the outer wing. Ball's just bouncing, but it's Upwey who's got the numbers back there with Orr. Was able to work with a teammate and chip it up the line. Goes over the intended target's head. But now they can get another kick towards centre half forward. No mark taken in that contest either. A few bodies flying around out there, out of the contest. Narre able to get a clearing kick straight to the centre wing. And this will be another ball up, I'd say, Trent. And it will be.
In the middle of the ground here now. A lot of stoppages being played. We're going about 7.5 minutes. As the ball's thrown back up. Tapped down there by Hannigan, but Narre Warren get the clearance. They move it to centre half forward. Can it might be taking a bit of holding going on? Has the umpire picked it up? And matter of fact, he has picked it up. It's going to come to Stevenson at centre half forward. He'll use the runner off the back, and he does that well. Gets the handball to Twizzle, and Twizzle puts it inside forward 50. Bumped as he's kicked it, but it doesn't matter. Going in to try and get it there was Wing. Can he get it under control? He's tackled and he's corralled. And the ball's going to find itself over the boundary line for a boundary throw in deep in the forward pocket for Narre Warren.
Yeah, I'll say the boundary umpires, there's two of them on that outer wing, and they're going to get a good workout in this match.
Especially on that side of the ground. It's always, whenever we're not broadsiding, it's that side of the ground.
Broadcasting, yep.
There's a ball thrown in. Tap down there, one blow, looks like Hannigan, and goes in and gets it and gets a clearing kick on down the wing. No mark can be taken, good contest, and then mopping it up is Narre Warren, who put it to centre half forward, but it's all Upwey Tecoma with the numbers. But they didn't talk, and it's a bit of a fumble. Now they can go, but they can still go pouncing off centre half back, handball over the top, and then a clever kick over the top there. In fact, it was by Fox. Now they get it to the forward 50. Can a mark be taken? No, it kind of falls short, and it goes a fumble, skids through his legs, and a tackle is laid at the bottom of the pack. How's the umpire going to see this? Going and trying to get it out for Narre Warren was Nathan Power. The umpire's going to ask the ball back to ball it up.
It was a bit mean asking the vet and Shepherd there to bend over and try and get that one at his toes. Great tap there by the goat.
As the ball is back in play now. Now they try and get ball in possession. Narre Warren gets the handball away, and it's probably going to find itself. No, it stays in play.
Free kick back at in the back pocket there for Narre Warren.
It's going to be a hole in the man free kick.
No one's going to bother getting the footy, so we'll just stay there.
Probably need the footy to play.
It's usually an essential tool. Now it's back with the play with the free kick now.
They look to bring the ball deep in the back pocket now for Narre Warren. See where they bring it. And of course, they go along down the line to a pack. If it does a mark here, it will be really good. Or Orenshaw nearly takes that mark. Go in and try and get it. Now they get the handball over the top, and they've done that well. They link up for a couple of hands. Now they're at centre half forward. A slight fumble. They manage to get a handball at the back. They're still looking for handballs. Orenshaw with the ball in hand now. Now kick towards goal. Someone's in the goal square. A mark be taken. No, well spoiled off the line.
One rush behind apiece to start this 2024 Reserves Premier Division Grand Final. Been going about 10 minutes, halfway through the first quarter. Narre with a short chip kick in, and it was a chip kick because it's intercepted here, but Narre with the numbers are able to get a handball out towards the boundary line. That'll be their saviour in this instance. And they're lucky enough to get a boundary throw in out of that. Narre nearly kicked it straight into the hands up where they came and have a shot and goal. So boundary umpire throwing it back in now. Nice good throw. Narre with the numbers around the footy. Get a clearing kick it towards the wing, but running back to the fly to ball, taking a good mark there was Heath Bennett for Upwey Tecoma. Puts it on his left. It's a bit of a floater, ill-directed, and it's marked there by Bailey Howarth for Narre. He looks long down towards a one-on-one option here with Whistle. He had to get the fist into that to keep it away. And now they will come in to assist. Aaron handball there, straight into the hands of Mitchell, the captain for Narre. He's kick around the corner. He's found Butera. Butera's got a one-on-one contest, and it goes over the head. So they've got the back running here, Narre. Can they get there first? Battling for it for Upwey Tecoma was Orenshaw. Going in there for Narre was Stevenson. And neither is able to make the most of that opportunity. And we'll see a boundary throw-in on the outer side. Forward pocket for Narre Warren. Boundary throw-in's a bit short. Errant there. We're going to ask for it again or get a ball up here. Just get a ball up on this occasion. No rush are able to get the throw in. But no, I couldn't quite get that one either. Upwey going for the quick kick. There's a smother in there from Narre. Doing well to keep the forward pressure on here on Narre. Can't quite get clear either side out of this contest. We're going to see another stoppage, Trent.
So interesting start by both teams here. This ball's thrown back into play. Unless this ball spills out, we're going to see another stoppage. And that we do. It's in the forward 50 of Narre Warren. Ball's thrown up now. Tap down there, one by Narre Warren. And they try and get the ball clear. Ball's at the bottom of the pack. How's the umpire going to see this? And he's going to ask for the ball back to throw it up as well. So a lot of stoppages to start this first quarter. The ball's thrown into play. Tap down there. Was really well done by Milovenchik. Taps. It's found its way over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in.
Might have been out the full. I think it was. Trent?
So they're going to gather this ball. Looks like it's going to come back to Mason Binns. So Binns will grab this now. At half forward. Puts it inside 450. Neat looking kick, and he's done that well to find Cornish. So Cornish will line up here.
First proper set shot on goal, Trent.
It's interesting to see if the wind plays a factor in this. 40 from home. Cornish now. Comes in. Kicks on its way. The wind, you can see, just dragging it across a bit there. And it might be taken on the line. No, it's going to be another rush behind. This time going the way of Narre Warren. So no goals yet for this game.
Just rush behinds for each team.
So the ball looks to be brought back into play here. That it is. They go long down the line to that far side again. To half back. No mark can be taken, but it's a couple of spoils, and they get the pick up and they clear it out down towards the wing and half forward. It was at a push in the back. The umpire's seen it, and he's paid it. And they immediately play on. They don't want to waste any time to get it inside forward 50. And it just falls short of time, but there's another whistle on play.
Hold, yep, putting the pressure on by that ball, quick ball movement.
So it might be a factor. Get that ball moving in there quickly.
I think it's Rory Fox.
And Fox will be the recipient of this free kick.
It's a long distance here as we see a final siren in the netball game.
Fox plays on. Kick is on its way. Might just fall short. That it is. Can a mark be taken on the line? No, it can't. It's still in play.
Players weren't playing for it.
And it's going to be rushed over the line for a minor score.
And that evens the ledger. 4 rush behinds apiece. 2 rush behinds apiece. And been going about 15 minutes. About 5 minutes left in this first quarter. Short kick in again. This time's marked clearly by Narre. Now it's in the hands of Sherlock. Sherlock looking short again. The player at centre half back. Worked this well to this position. Oh no, that handball probably wasn't quite the best, and you've just lost me. And now we've got a ball up. So both rucks looking to go it now. It's at Upwey, the half forward line. Coming through, he probably didn't dispose of that clearly. No, he didn't. Great tackling there by the new player on the ground for Narre. That was Nick Machado, the vice-captain. Long kick up the line. Smothering attempt on the ball, but couldn't hold it in. Upwey able to reload through Heath Bennett, but only as far as Bailey Howarth. He's played a pretty good first quarter along the half-back line there for Narre. Looking towards the centre, towards Machado. Now he's got him. He goes to play on quickly. Rucks play it through the centre. Gets a long kick in towards the one-on-one contest now, Trent. No.
As they go now, it's going to be a free kick given to. It's going to go the way of Narre Warren.
And get that ball in there quickly and put the pressure on the defenders. It's worked for both sides so far this quarter when they've been able to do that.
Get the ball moving quickly. It's really been the factor in this game, this first quarter so far. So Stevenson will line up. Virtually directly in front. Probably kicking this from about 35 out. He comes in. Kick is on its way. Makes the umpire work a bit, but it's home. First goal of the reserves grand final on the board, and it goes the way of Stevenson.
Ryan Stevenson there. The first for Narre. They are now 1-2-8, leading up by Tecoma. 2 behinds. They do have the, well, judging by the 19th game earlier, that was the scoring end.
Yeah, it definitely was.
So even though the wind's going pretty much directly across ground, it's just ever slightly going that way. Ball back in the middle now. Hannigan taps it down for Upwey, but coming through nicely there was Butera. They've got it into their forward line. Big tackle there. Is able to hold it in. Oh, dumping tackle's been paid.
Kai Howarth.
By Howarth for Narre is chipping into, I think it's Butera, who's taking it. 45 metres out, 45-degree angle. Should kick just to the right-hand goalpost slightly. If he kicks at that, the wind should take it through. You reckon, Trent, from the earlier match?
Yeah, that looks like it's what it's been doing.
Shut up, idiot!
So he's on his approach now. Pops it there nicely. He could hear us from here, Trent. He slotted it through the middle.
That's
That
just
is
beautiful.
Matthew Patera's first of the afternoon. And moves Narre on to 2-2-14, leading Upwey Tecoma, 2 straight behinds. And that's into the last minute or two of this first quarter.
It's a good start here by Narre after it was a really hard-fought 3 quarters, 80% of this first quarter. They've come back and kicked the 2 goals, only 2 goals of the quarter, to extend out their lead to 14 points. They can take into the break with some confidence going into the second quarter as the ball's thrown back into play here. No ruckman probably got to tap that. Hannigan goes back in and gets it though, gets the handball out. Unable to, but Hannigan again goes in and gets it and gets a handball out. But Narre Warren with ball in hand now. Their handball is smothered and Upwey Tecoma move it forward inside their 450. No mark can be taken. But now Narre Warren clear it up the middle of the ground. But it's all Upwey Tecoma. But the bounce might favour the Narre Warren player here. But no,
Good shepherding.
Upwey Tecoma now on the wing and just goes short. And it's a nice mark taken there actually by the Upwey Tecoma player.
Right on the siren.
It's a quarter time.
Ask the body to bend down and pick that one up. It's got to get through 3 more quarters, Bradley, as he holds the ball aloft. And we're away, Trent, for the second term.
So the ball's thrown back up here. Material probably got the better of that tap for Narre Warren as they try and move forward straight away from this stoppage. And they do all right to get a handball, but the tackle lays a bit of pressure and disallows the ball to move much forward. And it's going to be holding the ball free kick, and it's going to go the way of Narre Warren now. Sherlock with ball in hand. He's at half forward. Has a look around where he wants to put it. He's told to play on, so he decides just to put it deep inside the forward line. No mark can be taken. Upwey Tecoma dropping the mark and allowing Narre Warren to come and apply the forward pressure. They get the ball and snap it over their head, but doesn't go very far, and it's making its way towards the boundary line. That's exactly where they want it to go, and that's where it's going. So deep inside the forward line for Narre Warren again, starting this quarter strong with that first centre clearance. Getting it in there quickly now. It's locked in their forward pocket. As Hannigan again wins that tap down for Upwey Tecoma, but it's found the boundary line yet again for another stoppage. So the boundary umpire getting plenty of work early in this second quarter. It's the ball being ready to throw him back into play now. And it comes down. No ruckman really got a tap on that. Narre Warren try to steam their way through, but unable to get it up cleanly. And they get a kick away to Upwey Tecoma. Now they might be out for it for the time being as they grab it out from half back and thump it down the wing. No mark can be taken. Punch towards the line, and Narre Warren receive the ball. Now in the middle of the ground, they bring it to centre half forward. The kick is misplaced over the head. Upwey Tecoma in it. Have the numbers here. They try and get around that tackle, and they've done that all right. And they've got it out to the player in Burrows, who gets it, kick, but he's missed it, and Binns is there, but he fumbles it slightly. Now going in and getting it up at Tecoma, they can try and get out of this. They get a handball at the top. They've done this one all right. Applying the pressure is really well. It's going to go over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. Good pressure there by the Narre Warren defence.
Right in front of our commentary position here today, Trent. That's exactly how we like it. Boundary umpire, Dalorenzo, throws it in beautifully. Both rucks wrestling with each other. Tap down in front. Butera comes through. Couldn't take it with him. Coming through now is hitting. We'll get that eventually right, Trent. Takes us a bit of practice. It's inside Upwey's forward 50. Battling with it here is Fox. He got a kick on the way towards goal and just away to the left. So Upwey Tecoma with the first score of the second quarter. Moves them on to 3 behinds. Narre Warren on 2-2-14. Good kick in and good mark on the outer side there by Narre. Playing on quickly on the left foot towards the centre of the ground. Push out in the contest there. Umpire says it was fair. Play on called. Must have been good body work as it's now a pack up. A little bit of a slinging tackle, but now the ball comes free towards that man Fox again. He's becoming lively. Gets the handball out to a teammate who's dumped after he kicked it, but the goat marked it inside forward 50 anyway. Which way are we going to see this? It is paid the mark. So Brady Thomas. Oh, Thomas Brady. Got those round the wrong way, Trent. Tom Brady on the outer side. Narre had a shot from here earlier and they pulled it short. He'll need to aim really at the right point post nearly. It's on his left foot. It's probably not the best side. It's coming back through. Has it crossed the line? It has. He's done that magnificently, Trent. And the GOAT is on fire already for Upwey Tecoma. He has their first of the afternoon. First major. They are now 139 to Narre Warren 2-2-14.
So Upwey with their first goal on the board. After Narre got that first clearance, they've looked to fight back. Upwey Tecoma have done that well, converting early with their first shot.
Well, I've been able to make most of this attacking end a bit earlier in the quarter than Narre were in the first. It's always a little bit tricky one as a coach. You don't want to do a caution and not go against the wind in the first quarter.
It's a tap down there, and Upwey Tecoma get it now, and they get the centre clearances coming out towards the wing. Couple of players fly at it. No mark can be taken. It's punched away. Narre Warren can now get it and send it to half forward, but it's all Upwey Tecoma here as they gave it up, and they've done that cleanly. Gets around one tackle and handballs it over the top, but the bounce didn't favour them. But now they can go. They send it back to half forward. They've got to play all on his own here, but it's just gone over his head, unfortunately. And now they swipe through the tackle there on the half-back to Narre Warren, and sliding through and taking a nice mark was the ruckman Matera.
Yeah, that was very good by Power, Nathan Power. He read that beautifully and left his man to intercept that.
Matera now gets a kick down the line, but it misses the pack. And now there's an appeal for holding the ball. Umpire says play on. He got rid of it fairly. Now, as they go to the bottom of the pack, they try and get this one out. Now, it's eventually going to come out, but then another tackle is laid. The umpire's probably going to have to blow his whistle to ball this one up, and that he does. So now they can set up play here. Hannigan wins that tap and gets it over the back. Couldn't take it cleanly, though. Now the ball's at the bottom of the pack, and it finds its way out. Who's going to go in and get it? It's Upwey Tecoma who get it, and they get the handball out. And it's going to find its way over the boundary line for another boundary throw-in. So as they make their way into positions, the two ruckmen to resume play. And the ball's thrown back into play now. Goes over the ruckman centre. Hannigan chases out the ruck and tries to take it on himself. Umpire says play on, even though he was tackled. He was very lucky. Now the kick is smothered by Narre Warren. And now a big tackle is landed. The umpire's going to ask for this ball to ball it up. Yeah, very lucky Hannigan to get away with that one. He took it on out of the ruck. And the ball's thrown up. Hannigan again gets a bit of hand on that to tap it down. Now goes back in and gets a handball to a running player who is tackled but manages to get the handball out, and the bounce goes over the head of the Upwey Tecoma player, and they get the handball moving now to Narre Warren off the wing. Half forward. Can they find something they like? Numbers here. This one's going to find its way over the boundary line yet again.
So it'll be a boundary throw in front of the home box here at Officer in the club rooms. Big crowd in attendance, as we mentioned earlier. Ball's thrown in. Both rucks battling hard with each other. And the ball comes back to them and they're wrapped up straight away. We'll see another ball up. It's Whitehead for Narre in there against Hannigan for Upwey Tecoma. And we'll see another stoppage at the same position. About 5 minutes in to the second quarter. This ball's tapped down. Upwey with the numbers around this stoppage on this occasion. Quick kick, semi-barrel towards the Castle sign on the wing. Narre Warren with the numbers. Nice bit of play there and a kick towards the forward line by Callahan. It came down in front. And away they go. Upwey Tecoma towards Shepherd. Traps it in nicely. He needed to because he didn't have a lot of support around him. And he's got a pretty good result out of that, did Blair Shepherd. Now he had the numbers around the back there. I think both teams are playing one behind the ball with that scoring end there, Trent. And Narre are able to use that extra number to run this through the middle. But it comes off hands and knees and back into the middle. Good tackle there by Narre, not rewarded. Kick out of the pack there by Howarth towards centre half forward. And Swissel battling in there with Heath Bennett. And we'll see our ball up, centre half forward for Narre Warren. Going towards the netball court side of the ground in this second quarter. Tap down in front. Running through, there was just Upwey on the move. Hannigan picked it up, tackled straight away. From this ball up. Hannigan over the top, taps it down. But no one could get clear. Fell to a player's feet. Quick kick out of there by Upwey Tecoma out the back, straight towards the boundary line. And this is going to be called insufficient intent. Or deliberate out of bounds. And taking the free kick is Narre Warren. They'll be able to get a good deep inside 50 out of this. Goes up towards the top of the square, flying over the top. Couldn't hang on to it, was Entwistle. Was punched down in front. There's a big pack of players around this. Butera couldn't get it out. There's another scrubby kick towards goal. And it's gone across the face now. And it'll be a boundary throw in. Not the best pocket for you, this one, is it, Trent?
No,
I'll keep it with it then, and you can get my right-hand side whenever that comes up. Narre Warren had in their forward line for the last couple of minutes. Need to see if they can make something out of this. The Rucks let the ball bounce short. Because of that, no one's able to get a clean possession. And we'll just see a ball up where that took place. Taken straight away. Got to get some players on the move here or some quick hands out. No one wants to go too harshly. See if that one's coming across the front here. So that'll be enough length for us to get to that, if you like, Trent. Grenner goes for the mark, comes off hands. Centre half back there. He's had to push up. Narre Warren had in their forward line for a while. So from this ball up, can anyone get it clear? Play's been a bit stagnant for the last couple of minutes. No, not on this occasion. By Darvell. He's going to throw this one up. Rucks go at it again and comes back down. Handball out there, might mute him up. Couldn't find a teammate, but he's able to get the 1-2. Oh, good pressure there coming in from Fox off the half-forward line. They needed that Upwey. Now they've got it in their hands and they can reload. Get it out wide. They could take it and run here. If it bounces nicely, it doesn't. It sits up. They've got some numbers there to assist, but Narre Warren come in as well. And we're going to see a holding of the... Somebody dived in on that and didn't get it out, and it was Upwey Tecoma who did. Went against Ben Wood. So Narre getting up towards half forward. Over near the scoreboard there, which sees Upwey Tecoma 139, Narre Warren 22-14. We're going to see a boundary throw in.
The ball's getting ready to be balled back into play here now. It's thrown back in. Just falls short of the two ruckmen. So they go in and get it the midfielders and a double tackle. Get a handball out. Narre Warren get the clearing kick out inside 450, but there's been a whistle blown behind in that stoppage, and it's going to be a free kick coming back to Narre Warren, and looks like it'll be Butera. So Butera will get this free kick down at half forward. Butera puts it into the pocket. Can Amar be taken? Yes, he can. Intercepting Upwey Tecoma now, have it in the back pocket. Done that well. Now they put it back down the line, but I think this has gone out of bounds on the full, and it has. So Narre Warren has a chance to go back inside forward 50. Again through Butera. So Butera will get this ball back from the crowd, and then he sends it up the line. It's a nice kick to Wing. Wing now plays on and opens up the angle, puts it inside forward 50. Can Amar be taken in the pocket? No, it can't. It falls to ground. Can the Crummers get there? Upwey Tecoma look like they have this in control, and they provide the stoppage. A couple of tackles away, and the umpire's going to ask for the ball back. Inside the forward 50 for Narre Warren in the forward pocket, literally about 15 metres from goal. Tap is down. Upwey Tecoma now get a clearing kick, but they're all set up behind the ball, and Narre Warren. Butera again started this game well. 55 from home, goes into the pocket, and that kick is cut off. And again, a failed opportunity for Narre Warren this quarter when going inside forward 50. So Upwey Tecoma now, up the wing. And they go down. Binns just bounces past him, but he goes back. Matter of fact, they go back and get it, and they link up for a few hands.
Oh, a hospital handball.
It was into a 2-on-1 situation. Now they go. They send it down the line, into the middle of the ground. They've got it centre forward, and there's Brady. Just puts it on his boot and arcs his forward to work. And they've knocked it over the line, boundary throw, and that might be deliberate. And it's paid.
He just tapped it right in front of him, straight towards the boundary line.
And it looks like McKern, I believe.
Yep, Toby McKern.
So McKern tucked up on the boundary will be a tough kick.
Well, it's straight where Brady had it from earlier and Narre had it from earlier in the thing, but it's a right footer this time.
Kick towards goal, and it's going to be rushed over the line for
Just went across the face, that one.
For a minor score.
Not quite as skillful on that occasion as Brady.
So I'll bring the ball back into play, Narre Warren. And then they bring it wide on the ground. It's going to be over the line for a boundary throw in. Wide on the other side of the ground. Getting ready to ball this ball back into play. 2 rucks ready to go at it. And the ball's thrown back into play now. They trying to grab it out of the ruck again was Hannigan. But they get the kick moving forward, inside forward 50. Brady is there, but it might have gone over. No, it's gone through for a minor score.
Peppering the scoreboard the last couple of minutes when they've got it down forward.
They go wide to Binns. Binns comes even wider, looking for a teammate down here and down the line. They link up for a few handballs, but it's cut off by Upwey Tecoma. Moodimer is there, but cutting it off for Upwey Tecoma there was Orenshaw. They get a handball back now, knocking it down into the direction of Jansen. Jansen grabs it and puts it on a boot, puts it inside forward, 50. It's been marked by the Narre Warren defender. They can bring it back into play here. And that they do. They go short, back to Binns. Binns now has a look around. Not many options given to him. They just form a pack down the line, so I'm assuming that's where he's going to have to go. And that's where he does go. Puts it down to the wing. Couple fly. No marks can be taken. Orenshaw is tackled straight away by Batira. And the umpire asks for the ball back. Been going about 15 minutes in this quarter. And it is Narre Warren who lead 2-2-14. Upwey Tecoma's 1-5-11.
So, and again, up against, it was Matera on that occasion. Matera got the punch forward, but it's Upwey Tecoma able to reload and go in towards Brady. Oh, he dropped the chest mark on the lead. Just let Narre in here, but Brady's able to get the crumb, shoot on his left, and put it out of bounds on the full. So no score there on that occasion. Two chances there for Brady that he failed to capitalise on. Players will reset now as the ball rejoins play. And the player will have to go back behind their mark.
Only a couple minutes left in the quarter.
Going short again. Oh, it's a little bit too short. And good tackle there by Shepherd. Upwey able to keep this in their forward line area because of that. And they'll get a boundary throw in on the outer side. About 50 metres out. Going towards the Princess Highway end in this second term. Now the boundary throw in. That's a bit short and he's going to be recalled. We'll do another one of those. Coming in 10 metres or so. That's it. No. Umpire Nolan's just going to take the ball up instead. From there, Narre Warren with the ball out wide. I think it's Sherlock. He was tackled by Hinton. And over the line. Umpires telling the players to just disperse from each other's company. Oh, much better boundary throw in there. Hold on. Rucks didn't read it, but Hannigan out of the ruck. Gets a kick towards the top of the goal square. Comes off hands here. Brady goes inside out. He had more time than he thought, and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full again, Trent.
That's 2 times in about a minute.
And now Narre's getting into him. And this might take a little while for this ball to come back. No, good on the security guard. Let's see how good his kicking action here is over the threat. He goes for the Underarm. Good hoik back over the fence. So it's Howarth in the back pocket, Trent.
Howarth in the back pocket. Now brings it back into play, and the long up and under ball down the line. Can Amar be taken? No. Falls to the front of the pack. And a couple handballs linked up there. Now they try and get it moving forward here, and they do. Mudamar grabs the ball, gives the handball out to Twizzle, but he doesn't take it cleanly, but they still manage to knock it down towards their direction and mopping it up way to Tecoma. And they have the numbers here. They don't know how to get out of this. They go around one, go around two now. They finally get that clearing handball and the clearing kick down to the half-forward line, and a mark is taken on the lead, and it's really nicely done. Grenda wastes no time, wheels around, puts it deep inside the forward 50. Brady is there. He turns around. Can he get him on the back? But Fox is there as well.
Brady,
Fox, round the head. Oh, just doesn't get the up and under, but the bounce.
Shepherd.
Favours Shepherd. Can he get the clearing kick? And then rushed it over the behind.
Rushed.
For a minor score.
Everything happening there, Trent.
The old tunnel ball action in primary school, that was.
Yes. Little taps between the legs, not always allowed to get away with.
They look to bring the ball back into play here now, Ron. Been going about 18 and a half minutes, so not long left at all to go in this second quarter.
2-point game.
A long kick out of the defensive 50 was by Mano. Now it goes wide, and they've got the ball linking up here. Couple of stoppages, but Upwey Tecoma have the ball, and they just go for the barrel, sends it in long. Brady is there, so is Mano. Mano unable to hold the mark, could get out the back. Fox is there, he tries to pick it up cleanly, unable to. Shepherd goes in to try and get it, unable to pick it up cleanly, but it's going to be a free kick going the way of Upwey Tecoma, who could take the lead going into the halftime break.
On the siren. So Fox, he was bending over to pick up the ball. He was pushed in the back there. He'd propped. He went forward and he got the free kick for it. And now he's going to have a shot after the siren, Trent, to put Upwey Tecoma in the lead for the first time today. This is going to be a dangerous shot. He can't play on here. How's he going to work this out? He's setting up for going around the side. He's getting the instructions from the umpires, all three field umpires down there. He's now going front on. Pops it out in front and doesn't even score. Yeah, siren had gone. The umpires were aware of it. And reserve. Umpire Nolan starts us off for the third quarter, Trent, and we're underway with the clock as well.
Let's go with the clock, and then they get the tap down, Narre Warren. And they try and get this ball moving forward, starting this half off well, but now they can send it inside 450. Can it mark be taken? Yes, it can, but it's Upwey Tecoma who can intercept it deep in the back line for them. Now they can run it up for Orenshaw, who goes wide to no one in particular, though, and I think it's going to find itself over the boundary line again, and yes, it is, for another stoppage in play for a boundary throw-in to start off this third quarter. Be interesting. They'll both be wanting to kick that first goal on the board for the quarter to really set the momentum going into this second half. As the ball is balled back into play now. Both ruckmans get a tap on it, but it looked like it was more going to Hannigan, and Narre Warren, though, had the ball moving forward, and they've knocked it over the boundary line again for another boundary throw-in.
And Batira got that clearance.
So they can set up here at half forward for Narre Warren. See if they can get down there in their forward line and make something of it. His first goal is crucial to start this second half. Ball's thrown up. Hannigan again wins that tap. But it's Narre Warren to get it, but they're met with a big tackle straight away, so they'll have to restart play with another stoppage. And now they can go. As the ball comes back in for the umpire to throw up, and he wastes no time balling it up. He wants to get this play moving, and the ball comes out, but it's tackled straight away as well. But it's found its way out, so Upwey Tecoma link up for a few handballs and get a kick down the wing. Now they've got it. They swipe off that tackle. Now they can go to centre half forward. And they've got all the runners here. Can the bounce sit kindly for him? No, it goes backwards. Unable to sit kindly there was for Russell. And now tackles late at centre half forward. Can it mark? Sorry, can they get the clearing handball out? No, they can't. So the umpire's going to ask for the ball back to ball it up at centre half forward for Upwey Tecoma. Their first look inside forward 50 really for this quarter. This ball's thrown up. Tapped down there by Matera. They get the clearing kick. Do Narre Warren up the centre of the ground. But they look like Upwey Tecoma are met with a strong tackle by Twizzle, and the umpire's going to ask for the ball back to ball this one back up.
Yeah, we'll reset from the centre of the ground. Umpire Nolan calling for the rucks. Tap down in front, trying to brass through there was Sherlock for Narre Warren. Couldn't quite do so. Multiple players just Jostling forward on this occasion, busting his way through. Now he's Hinton. Just picks it up, puts it under the arm, and runs backwards to get clear. Kicks it out wide towards its teammate, but couldn't quite hit him. Now it's in the hands of Narre Warren, who've mopped that up. They're going to get a forward 50 entry here. To the outer side. Now a quick kick. Just goes straight up and down under the wind. Upwey punch it away. Quick kick off the ground. That doesn't go anywhere either. Bit of pinball being happening with the ball out there. And we are going to see a free kick out of this contest to Narre Warren. Putting it into the top of the square now. Comes off hands. Can anyone rove this for Narre? They can. Snapped around and then snapped around the body there by Howarth. It goes across the face of goal. Stevens tries to keep it in. Upwey Tecoma through Hannigan. Go to the outer side towards Grender, but he's out of bounds on the full. It is. The wind just took it a bit too far. And Grender's going to have to come back on the mark here. A couple of metres.
Find someone, Trevi!
And Callahan for Narre Warren. Put it back inside forward 50 for Narre.
So they go back inside forward 50 here. Peeling for the mark, Hannigan. The umpire doesn't pay it, but he swipes off that tackle, dumps it long down the line, going back with a flight. Really nice mark taken there. So Narre Warren can go back, try and whip it back inside forward 50, and that they do. They send it to half forward. Can a mark be taken? No. It gets out the back. Patira is there. He chases after it. He grabs it, but he's tackled over the line for a boundary throw-in. 4 minutes gone into this second half as the ruckmen get ready to set up play. They're going up here. Ball's thrown into play. Hannigan wins that tap down. Upwey Tecoma try to bust their way through, but they're met with strong tackles by Narre Warren. So the umpire's going to ask for the ball to ball this one up again. Still in the forward 50. And they tap it down. Can they get this clearing kick? And Twizzle gets a kick on his boot to deeper into the forward line. Upwey Tecoma chase down, but it's a great chase down tackle. But he just got his kick away. So they go in and get it. Upwey Tecoma running over the ball there was Smith. Then he lays a big tackle and the umpire is going to ball this one up. Couple holding the ball, Peels. He did manage just to get his kick away. It was a great chase down tackle. This ball's ready to be thrown back up. Right on the 50-metre arc for Narre Warren. And they get the clearing kick. Can a mark be taken? No, it's punched over the line, but can they win the foot race back towards goal? No, it's Upwey Tecoma of all the numbers, but the ball just doesn't want to sit kindly for them. And they get the handball away. Now the clearing kick is away. It's a one-on-one situation between the Narre Warren and Upwey Tecoma player down towards the 50 arc. And the mark is dropped and it's going to go to the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. So we set up for the ruckman here. And they get ready to throw this ball back in. And Twizzle going up in the ruck this time against Hannigan. Hannigan gets the tap from the back. Ball falls to the ground. And they look like they've got it out here, Narre Warren. That they do. Batira sends it in forward 50. A great intercepting mark.
That's all.
All does beautifully there. He has a player out wide if he wants to use him. Probably went a bit too late, so now he's just going to have to go back the other way and send it long down the line. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. It falls to the front of the pack. And Upwey Tecoma have ball in hand. They snap it over their head. How will the bounce sit? Not kind for anyone. Was there a push in the back there? Or was the holding the man free kick manufacturer going to go the way of Narre Warren? The advantage is paid. They put it inside forward 50. Was that a push in the back? Umpire says no. Play on. Upwey Tecoma get the handball over the top. The bounce just not sitting kindly. Fumble by Mudama. Is he going to be paid to hold the ball free kick? No. Umpire says play on. They both go at it hard now. Narre Warren have it and they send it back inside forward 50. Holden free kick. Is there going to be paid? Umpire didn't see it. Now they get ball moving forward. And Upwey Tecoma look like they're out of it for now, but no, the ball just falls short of the player in front for the mark. Now, here come Narre Warren. They put it big up and under kick. No mark can be taken because they hardly travelled anywhere. Now they can go. They put it inside 450 deep. This could go all the way itself out the back. The bounce just slowed it down a little bit, and they'll have to reset play from an Upwey Tecoma kick in.
In Narre Warren. Now move on to 2-3-15. It's their first score since the first quarter. Upwey Tecoma, or playing on now from full back. Runs his full measure. Gets it well outside forward fifth. That is a great contested mark by Grender out in front. Wheels onto his right boot. It's a worm burner up towards the wing, towards Fox. Fox's handball is intercepted, but they handball it straight back to him. That's fortuitous for him. Now in the hands of Hannigan. Goes to Hinton, who was under a lot of pressure. He's able to pick it up now and bust through. Get a handball out wide.
To keep
and the kick, goes from there, under pressure, goes out of bounds on the full.
Ball's out of bounds on the full now, so...
Or was it touched?
The
Boundaries conferring.
Yep, they're having a discussion. Going to throw it in.
Boundary throw in. That's worked out a bit better there for Upwey then. Must have been touched or something off the boot maybe.
Ball thrown into play now. Couple of tackles away, and the umpire's going to ask for the ball back to bowl it up. Bit of a slow start to this second half. No goals being kicked yet. Tap down. Can they get this clearing kick away to get this first goal inside their forward 50? Upwey Tecoma link up for a few hands and they send it wide, but this has gone out of bounds on the full.
This time it's out in the full.
And Narre Warren will be... Had the recipient of that free kick. Now they can go long down the line. Now they keep going. They go link up for a couple of hands. Now they send it inside 450, but Narre Warren with the ball in hand.
Leave us alone. I'm commentating. Get out of here. They've done the right thing. You haven't.
Now they link up. Upwey Tecoma. Kick it outside. They get it to half forward. And they link up for a few hands. They bring it wide. Now they bring it to the top of the half forward line. But it's going to be a touch was a call, but it's going to be a mark to Narre Warren. Mudima will take this in the middle of the ground, centre half back, uses the handball to the vice captain in Machado. Machado gets the handball away. Now they send it to centre half forward. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't. Falls to ground. It's inside 450 for Narre Warren now. Tackle is laid and the umpire's going to ask for the ball back. So the ball to be balled up here at centre half forward. And the ball is thrown up. No ruckman getting a tap there. Narre Warren get the clearing kick out. How's the bounce going to favour? They get it. They get a handball out the back. Banana
here
towards goal. There's the first goal of the second half.
Bailey Howarth. Trent. Bailey Howarth.
So Bailey Howarth for the first goal of the second half for Narre Warren. Just what they needed. It was a real scrap. This second half started off with. Been going 10.5 minutes. It was nearly without a goal. We've got the first goal to really set it up now. So they'll take this to the middle of the ground. Ball's thrown up now. Tackle's laid straight away. Umpire's going to ask for this ball back for a ball up. Balls to be thrown up now. Two rucks to go at it. Tap down there, one with Matera, but Upwey Tecoma look like they've won this clearance and that they had to get the handball moving forward. Now they can. Now they move it. Mudima. Mudima to the centre of the ground. Matthew Whitehead now at the middle of the ground, sent it deep into the forward line and Twizzle comes at it hard and it's going to be helped over the line for a boundary throw in. 11.5 minutes gone in this third quarter. Umpire to throw this ball back in. Ball thrown into play here. Tap down there. Hannigan again, but Narre Warren look like they got the clearance here. They get the handball away, but it's Upwey Tecoma who track back and get it now in the hands of Heath Bennett. He gets the clearing kick, but it's turned over straight away, so Narre Warren have another chance to go back inside forward 50. They go for the short kick over the top. Is it going to work? Yes, it is. It's a nice kick, a nice mark by Sherlock. Too far out to score, you'd think. So he'll wind up and put it deep inside the forward line, puts it into the hot spot. Kenemabi almost taking them off. Upwey Tecoma was Burrows. Couple of tackles are laid, and Upwey Tecoma run it up through the middle of the ground, but this kick just over the head, and who's it going to favour? It's a one-on-one situation. Both players go hard. They create a good contest. Now it's to the middle of the ground. Burrows goes to get it. Coming the other way is Brady. Brady gets the handball away. Now they get the kick moving forward to half forward. It's turned over. Narre Warren now go wide to the wing, but this is also turned over. So Upwey Tecoma have the opportunity to go back in. This is in the hands here of Murray. Murray goes wide, and this is going to go out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, beats Grinder out of play there. Good bit of play by Burrows to get that out of the back line. Well, that's exciting, Trent. You've got something on the screen here. All preparing for the next match. Tap comes down. Tecoma in for a nice one-handed pick-up. It's the handball back to a teammate. Snap around the corner. Up towards Fox. He's bumped off it. Nice pick up there by Callahan. And we'll see another boundary throw in right in front of the scoreboard. Reads Upwey 1-6-12. Narre Warren 3-3-21. We've been going at 13.5 minutes into this third term. No one touched that ball before it hit the ground. So that allowed the on-ballers in on it. Busting his way through there again is Hinton. Gets a handball out wide to a teammate. Kicks it in forward towards Fox. Must have been touched because he played on straight away. Marking that one defensively there for Narre Warren is a Travis Callahan. He's looking to go towards the outer side wing. Ball goes over the back. To a two-on-one contest. So probably wasn't the best option there. And worked out all right for Narre, so going to get a boundary throw in. It's on their half-back line. Ball's thrown in. Drops a bit short again. Coming through there nicely is Narre Warren. I think it was Butera. Intercepted here for Upwey Tecoma on the half-back line. Kick straight back up. Comes off hands. No mark out there wide. Picked that up straight away and tackled. So we'll see a ball up on the other side, Trent.
So far on the other side. 15 minutes gone in this third quarter. No more than 5 minutes left in this quarter. So it's far over on the other side. Couple of tackles are laid straight away. The umpire's going to ask for this ball back to be bowled back up. So two ruckmen will get into position. So the umpires, they set themselves up here. Hannigan again with the tap over the top for Upwey Tecoma, getting the clearing and kick. Way for Upwey Tecoma there was McGill. It's at the top of the 50 now. Roaming it around. It's going to come back for another boundary throw-in. As I said, boundary umpires working extra time. A lot of stoppages with this wind, blowing it to the far side of the ground. Ball to be balled back in here. Thrown back in. Hannigan gets a little hand onto it, then grabs it himself, but he's tackled by his opposing ruckman, Matera. Now Upwey Tecoma link up for a few hands. They go wide for McGill, and they kick it along. Now picking it up there nicely with Shepherd. Shepherd turns around, thumps it on his boot, but this might go out of bounds on the full.
Handballed off Tecoma.
So it's going to be out of bounds on the full. So Narre Warren to pounce from the back pocket. Once the ball is received. Just gathering the ball back, and as it comes back now.
It's Callahan.
Callahan has a look around. But he just goes long down the line to the pack. Kenemabi taking almost a great mark taken there out in front. Upwey Tecoma look to try and grab this ball and put it back inside. Narre Warren get it, but they lay with a strong tackle there so they can reset up play and hopefully get it back in quickly to try and get a goal before the three-quarter time break to make it a real interesting game. Now they get it in. Is there time for another one or two more goals from either side? Been going nearly 17 minutes. The ball's at the bottom of the pack. The umpire's waiting. Oh, I thought he might be going for the whole of the ball.
Doing that hovering around the pack there, Trent. You're never quite sure.
Yeah, I thought normally if they hover, you think they're going to give it, but they go for the ball up. Comes out the back. Upwey Tecoma with all the numbers. They just thump it back inside 450.
Oh, playing in front nicely.
But they've done that well, Narre Warren.
It's
Again,
Harry Miller.
Miller has a look around, then goes wide. Puts it up top. Couple of fly. Oh, almost a massive mark out the back. They tap it over the top. Couple of Upwey Tecoma players go in and get the handball moving forward. Now, Narre Warren kick is smothered. It's going to be a free kick paid
Something
here.
off the ball here. Which way is it going to go? Towards Narre by the way that all the players are running.
Not too sure. Might have been a high contact free kick for the player that was running in just then. In fact, it's going to come back to Grant Mitchell, the captain. Mitchell will come wide to Mutimer. Mutimer tries to get around that tackle. He's unable to. Umpire says play on.
He's hurt himself too.
And they keep going. Materia's unable to get it out. Mutimer's in all sorts down here in pain.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. He's holding a knee.
Umpire would have to stop play, surely. It's probably a bit too close. Yes, he has. He's put his hand up and saying we're going to have to wait.
He's trying to get up here, Mutimer.
He's up now, but really struggling to put pressure, any weight on that leg. So he's just going to have to hobble off in the hands of two trainers, one on each side. It's good to see he's up, but he looks in some real pain. Matera now gets that tap down. Tackle is laid. And it's going to be reset up and play here for the for the ball up. Now it's thrown up here. Hannigan wins that tap down. There's a whistle blowing. There's going to be a free kick going the way of Upwey Tecoma.
Yep.
He's going to come back to Lockie Jansen. Jansen wastes no time and goes wide. Finds a teammate there. He's done that well.
Jack Murray.
Murray on the wide wing. Now they put it inside, forward 50.
It's fallen short again.
Yeah, all falling short and all Narre numbers in the fall of the ball there as they grab it now a handball and they found the boundary lines. The umpire going to be brave enough to call it deliberate? No, he's not. He's going to ball this one back into play. Not long left, 19 and a half to go. I mean,
yes,
19 and a half
about 30 seconds in this third term left. It's Upwey's in, but a couple of quick kicks and Narre could score here as well. Just going to get this ball in. I think 20 seconds left now. It comes down short. Hannigan got it. Upwey got a kick in towards forward 50, but it's Miller there for Narre Warren. And that should go close to seeing the end of this quarter. This goes long towards the wing. Oh, comes off the hands there of Upwey. Narre have got it through Butera. Handball inside, but that is the siren. And at three-quarter time, it's Upwey Tecoma, 1-6-12, trailing Narre Warren, 3-3-21. In that term, it was just a goal and a point to Narre. Upwey weren't able to add to their by Jessup. Just getting us underway for the third term here, and we've got the clock going as well, Trent. 2
in a row there, Cam. Matera gets that tap down, and they get the ball moving forward for Howarth, but it's intercepting mark there by Upwey Tecoma at half back. Now they can come wide. And then Kanamar be taken, almost taken. Twizzle appealed for the mark, but both players had hands on the ball, so the umpire said play on. It was a good call. So the ball to be balled back up here for the ruck contest. Hannigan wins that tap over the back, kick is smothered, then go in and get a handball over the top. Upwey Tecoma look to try and pounce here, but Batiro, who's played a magnificent game, gets the ball over the top, but that's intercepted there, and a nice mark taken there by Burrows. Burrows, another one of the players who's played well for Upwey Tecoma, moves it to half forward, no mark can be taken, sport from the back. Hannigan gets it, tries to get the handball at the back, but getting it, and his kick was smothered off the boot of Patrick Russell. Now, Narre Warren look to try and link up for a few handballs, and that they do. Bailey Howarth gets a clearing kick away, but it's Upwey Tecoma who have all the numbers there, and Burrows parks himself underneath the high up and under ball, takes a mark right on the wing, right in front of us here. Now, he brings it to half forward. It's a nice, neat kick, finding a teammate there in Murray. Murray brings it wide, and it could be an interesting kick, could work out. Unable to hold the mark and dropping it was Wood, but he goes back in and gets it, but he's tackled and turned it over. So Narre Warren get it out of defensive 50 and bring it wide. And they can't quite get it moving. It's right on the wing. It's probably going to find itself over the boundary line, and that it does. So the first stoppage, or first boundary throw in this quarter, is about to go underway for two ruckmen to set themselves up underneath it. Get ready to throw this one in, and that they do. Hannigan probably was the better of that tap. They try and get the ball moving forward now. And that they do, they have it, and they link up for a couple of hands. Here is Wood, puts it inside forward 50. Kick not really favouring anyone. Binns chases after it, grabs it and gets the handball moving. Now they can link up for a couple of handballs, and they've done this well, Narre Warren, to get out of here. They get into Cornish. Cornish cuts it down to half forward. Kick not really favouring anyone, just puts it into space and asks them to work. Upwey Tecoma with the first one back to the ball. But now they can. Cornish has worked hard to get back in and lay that tackle. But Upwey Tecoma clear it, only as far as in Twizzle though. And he has it a half forward. Now he brings it laterally out to a neat kick and a nice mark taken there. So they can have the first shot on goal, Narre Warren. And it looks like it might be Batira. Just confirm that when he turns around, that it is. He plays on, sees something he likes even better all on his own, but the mark is dropped. Unable to hold the mark there was Kyle Howarth. Now they can keep going to the far side. Can they get the clearing kick? But no, it's going to be walked over the line for a boundary throw in.
Narre Warren deep inside their attacking zone in this quarter. Going against the scoring area, the wind seems to have turned just a little bit. No, looking at now, flags around the ground here. Out of the back of the contest it comes. Handballs aren't going anywhere in there. There's a high free kick being paid here, and it's going to go the way to Narre Warren. So they could get a shot on goal, but it is into the breeze. That's very sensitive, that laptop and that speakers. Yeah, pull it out, left, pull it out, all the way out, yep. So it's James Milojevic. I hope I got that right, totally botched it, I'm sure, but he hasn't botched the kick, he's got that straight through the middle. And that is the first goal for the day up towards that end of the ground and extends Narre Warren's lead to 4-3 at 27. So Upwey Tecoma 1-6-12. Made the most of that situation, Trent.
Yeah, he did, and that's a crucial goal to bring the momentum into that last quarter. It makes it harder for Upwey Tecoma to come back, especially in a game where not many goals has been scored.
So I have to put the foot to the floor now, Upwey. We've only been going 4 minutes in this fourth term, so there is still plenty of time. And Narre Warren with the good ascendancy lead here. And I'll be happy for more of these. Just stoppages of time, Trent.
Definitely.
Hannigan out of the ruck. Good clearance kit there by Wright. Up towards half forward. Handball out wide. Grenda just pumps it on the boot, high up and towards the top of the goal square. It's allowed to bounce. Good punch back there by Narre Warren into the hands of Howarth. He's able to get it towards centre half back. Kick off the ground. Here comes Hinton through there. Couldn't bust those tackles though.
It's another Narre player down. They've just hold it.
That's a blood rule.
To get him out of the zone.
So his other player can come straight back on. I've just got to wait till player with the blood comes off. Just making his way off now. I believe that's player Harry Miller. And he's now off the ground so they can restart play. By Jessett holds it up. Handball comes out towards Upwey's attacking way. And there's a lot of players around this pack. And we're going to see another ball up just inside the attacking forward 50 for Upwey. Comes out of the ruck there. Not clearly taken. Right. Tries to bust his way through. Couldn't do so. Another ball up will take place. Tapped in there from Hannigan to himself, but couldn't break through with it. Here they go. Narre Warren coming back through with Matera. They're getting it out towards the outer wing. Now, Narre don't have any forwards left there, though. So it's Damon Torrance able to get the chip kick, but it's been taken here by Narre. They didn't make the most of that. They had the numbers out there. Upwey, that kicks a bit of a scrubber in towards the forward 50. Hammered out wide by McGill. Now it's in the hands of Hinton on the half-back flank. Goes for the chip kick up towards Grinder. It's right at his feet, and he couldn't hang on to it. It's gone out of bounds for a boundary throw-in, Trent.
It's on the far side of the ground. It'll be thrown back into play. Ruckman just getting himself in position. Hannigan, Matera. Matera got the tap out the back. Couple of tackles is laid. For a moment, I thought the ball had gone out, but the umpire's going to call for the ball back for another stoppage and play it and ball up. So the ball's thrown up now. They grab the ball out of the ruck and get the handball out. Hannigan does. But they're going to call for this ball back. To be ball back up now. They're just looking around, ready to ball this one up. Now it's ball back up. Hannigan again wins the tap out the back. And now they can go in the hands there of McGill, who sends it forward. And they could be over here. There was a whistle and there was a play on call. Then Wood, unable to get it cleanly under his control, is going to go over the boundary line for a boundary throw in. But it's in their half of the ground towards their forward half. So that's exactly where they would want it. Now they need to try and convert from this opportunity. Only kicked the 1 goal today. They need to kick another 3. So the ball's thrown in now. Hannigan, who's been magnificent in the ruck today. And tackle his labour. Here they go up. Tecoma, send it inside forward. 50. Mark, no. Narre with the numbers with the 1 player behind the ball. Can they get the kick away? And they've got a player out here. Can he pick it up cleanly? Fox, unable to. Was there a free kick? People call for a high contact. Umpire says play on. And Narre clear that ball out. Is it going to stay in play? Yes, it does. And a nice mark taken by Howard on the far side of the ground. Defensive 50. So he'll bring it back off the half-back line. Howarth has a look and sends it long. Big fly! Oh, geez, he got up high. Is the umpire going to pay?
Yeah, paid a block.
Oh, so he's going to pay to,
Going away the Upwey. He flew extremely high there, Trent, but he got nowhere near the footy.
So Upwey Tecoma will send it to half forward. Can a mark be taken? Benz goes, but it's punched away. Now Upwey Tecoma trying to get ball in possession. It's going to be a free kick. It's going to go the way of Upwey Tecoma. So they're getting the good end of the stick with the free kicks at the moment as it comes far and finds Torrance. Torrance wastes no time and goes wide. Does that well. Mark taken by Burrows. Burrows has a look. And he's going to have to just put this in, and that he does. Has a couple of players down there. Brady's down there, unable to hold the mark. Narre won't get it. Clear the kick out, but doesn't go very far. But there's a whistle for a sling tackle. It's going to come back to Narre Warren. So Narre Warren now. Believe Mano with ball in hand. He goes wide. To the other side, defensive 50. Wing will chase after this. It's going to be a free kick actually coming back the way of Upwey Tecoma. So here they'll have another opportunity with 10 minutes gone in this last quarter. They need to keep 3 goals.
In the hands of Heath Bennett.
Heath Bennett now wheels up, puts it deep. Brady is there. Can a mark be taken? No, it can't.
It has. It's Grinder.
I thought it fell short the way they were keeping playing. But Grinder will have the chance to get them back in the game here and bring the momentum hopefully back in their favour.
Wind straight in his face.
He's going for the snap. Comes around. Snap looks just across the face for a minor score. Skinny. So 1 goal 7 now for Upwey Tecoma. Had their chances.
That won't help with the ball behind the side screen there. It's back now. Narre Warren, kick it in, go outside. Entwistle jumped, got nowhere near it again. Didn't give away the free kick on that occasion though. We'll see a ball up. Out of wing, half forward line for Upwey Tecoma. Good tap down there by Matera. Goes back in towards Upwey's direction. And back out of bounds and for a boundary throw-in. Ball thrown back in now. Oh, fresh air even from the kick. The pressure in there. Somebody's thrown out the back of this contest and they're going to receive a free kick for it. It's going to go the way of Butera. He chips it out wide. Finds a teammate. Narre Warren will be content and just chipping this around and holding it up. Taking as much time as possible, Trent. As they load up towards the outer wing.
It's on the outer wing now. Another fly. It's a great mark taken by Narre Warren. Looks like in Twizzle that it is. He wastes no time to just go short and finds a teammate there. He's done that well to Matthew Whitehead. Whitehead wheels around, puts it inside forward 50. And a great, I thought it was a mark for a second, but they're just falling back on the Upwey Tecoma player, going back with the flight. Now they get the clearing kick away, but it's Narre Warren all with the numbers. Howarth goes in, taps it forward to his advantage, but then it goes around and goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in, and we've been going 13 minutes in this last quarter. So not much more than 7 minutes, we'd say, going in to go in this quarter.
3 goals needed by Upwey to take this. It looks Narre in a strong position at the moment.
So try and get this ball out, Narre Warren. And then Upwey Tecoma it is. You get the clearing kick out. Come to the middle of the ground, really high up and under. No mark can be taken, but they gather it on the come down now. Clearing kick. Can they get it here? Doing well here was Shepherd. Now he gets a kick inside 450. Brady, he's got it. He can't waste too much time, Brady, but he can't rush his routine at the same time. So he'll go back. He'll kick this for about 40 out. You can see he's gone back quickly and hasn't wasted time lining up for this. So Brady comes in. Brady kick is on its way. Made the umpire
left.
work, and it's gone for a minor score. So
You had to get over that to the right goalpost again.
not the result that Upwey Tecoma or Brady would have wanted when his time is running out in this Premier Division Reserves Grand Final. Mano with the kicking duties for Narre Warren. He's told to play on now, so he goes wide to the far side. Couple fly, no mark can be taken. Upwey Tecoma bring it to ground. Now they form a stoppage here, and the umpire's asking for the ball back to be balled up on the far side of the ground at half forward for Upwey Tecoma. The ball will be balled up here. The umpires get ready. Ball's thrown up. Hannigan again wins the tab. He's been magnificent in the ruck today. Upwey Tecoma link up for a few handballs. And now they can go Burrows with ball in hand. Get it back. Now a kick to half forward. Can they get a mark here? Shepherd is there. He knocks it down. Is it to their advantage? No, it's not, but they've got the numbers here. Burrows goes back in and gets it. Slight fumble, which favours Narre Warren, so they can lay the tackle. Shouts of holding the ball. Umpire says no, play on. The umpire's going to ask for the ball back at half forward for Upwey Tecoma. So Upwey Tecoma have had their opportunities going in, especially in these last few minutes, but Narre Warren's pressure has been enormous. And Matera gets the tap down, getting the clearing kick there for Upwey Tecoma. There was all. Now it's in the forward 50 for them, and the umpire's going to ask for the ball to be balled up. 35 minutes from Upwey Tecoma's goals. 15 minutes gone now. The umpire sets in position to throw this one up. Hannigan grabs it out of the ruck and tries to do it himself, then manages to get boot to ball. But now
he's got it back again somehow.
And tries to barge his way through. Upwey Tecoma trying everything they can just to get another goal on the board. They're applying the pressure, but Narre Warren look like they might be out here. Can they pick it up cleanly? Cornish just taps it in front of himself, but he's tackled. But he goes back and gets a handball moving forward. Now they go after it. Great tackle there by Twizzle. Has the umpire seeing this? He's going to ask for my ball. So the ball to be thrown up now. Ball's thrown up. Hannigan gets the tap out the back. Patira goes back in and gets a handball. I thought he might have got a handball, but it's holding the ball.
Just got the one hand to do it at the end. But he was busting his way through there.
So going to do his all. He sends it in to the forward 50 for Upwey Tecoma. But it's Narre who go in and get it, clearing kick. But doesn't go very far, but Narre wants still a ball in hand, but now it's in the hands of Upwey Tecoma. They get a kick. Can they get a mark out the back of the pack? No, they can't, but they go back and try and get a snap off the body. Doesn't travel very far, but Upwey Tecoma do have the numbers here. Can they work together here? Slide around the tackle, but he's tackled again. As Narre won't get it, and they get a clearing kick,
Oh,
but it's a
cross
cross
goal.
goal. Could be crucial.
Dropped it.
Dropping the ball. We knew not great time there was Fox. Now Narre Warren are out of that one. Fox really needed to hold on to that one. But Tiro, who's played magnificently, has a bounce, but then fumbles there. Then tries to take on the tackler, gets his handball away, looking for the vice captain Machado. Now it's inside the 450 again for Upwey Tecoma. They've definitely had their chances. Narre Warren trying to get out of this defensive 50. It's deep there now. Can there be one last fly?
Oh, Grinder! Where'd he come from?
What a mark by
5 deep.
Grinder. He goes back and quickly converts. Is there time for Upwey Tecoma?
Well, there's 3 minutes, Trent. Be 2.5 by the time we're back in the middle. So that's Grinder's first of the afternoon, just the second for Upwey Tecoma. They're now 2-8-20, trailing Narre Warren 4-3-27. They need 2 more goals to take victory here. In the 2024 Premier Division Reserves Grand Final. It's more likely that Narre will be able to hang on because we'll be down to about 2 minutes by the time Darvell gets this ball up into the air. She does now. Hannigan's played marvellously in the ruck for Upwey, and he gets the secondary tackle in there to get the stoppage. Don't know how he busted his way through a couple of times there before. In their forward line. And he's going again, but that taps one there down by Matera from Narre. Well, the kick is smothered out of the middle. Coming through, got a little trip on there, was Wing. Couldn't quite get a disposal afterwards. We're going to see another stoppage. Narre Warren will love to see these, Trent.
Slow the play down.
Yep.
Let's go, Larry, come on! Get that one, boys!
Just get the ball in the air. It's tapped down there. Another ball up. Now we'll be loving these stoppages. Because it's taking all the time away from Upwey Tecoma, who have left their run way too late in this grand final. Big punch there by Hannigan. They need to snaffle this and kick it through, but the boundary line's going to beat them. The boundary throwing out there is going to see Narre home. I'd say, Trent, there's less than a minute to go.
Good victory here by Narre Warren. It really came in that kicking those first 2 goals of the game was where it really came from, and they've just dialed up the pressure all game. They look to get out of defensive 50 now.
Yep, by Wing. Goes into the centre. And there's a 1-on-2. It's done well there, Whitehead. Upwey with the numbers back. Going to get to centre half forward. They need to mark Fox. He's played well for them too. Kick into the forward line. It's going to be marked here by Narre, and that'll do it, you'd say. That's Nathan Powers taking the defensive mark. Needs to hold on and goes out wide toward the wing. Oh, nice mark there by Butera. He chips it short. Found a teammate. Chips up the line towards the wing. It's intercepted. It's Upwey just pump it forward again. And there's the siren. Narre Warren, the 2024 Premier Division Reserves Premiers. 3 victories in a row over Upwey Tecoma. And they've played a very nice game here today to win 4-3-27 to Upwey Tecoma 2-8-20.
It's a great victory there by Narre.
I thought I was just waiting for you to chime in with something. You're too busy taking your celebratory photos there. Your mate's running on.
Great victory there by Narre. Obviously losing that semi-final to them earlier to get into here, but they fought back, gone around the hard way, and come home with a well-deserved win.
Yeah, the only team to kick a goal to the left of screen today in this grand final, and they held Upwey to 1 goal with the wind in that term. But it's once again, there's scoring opportunities for Upwey. Let them down. 2 goals, 8 in a grand final. You'd love to have better conversion for that. And Narre Warren was better in that ledger with 4 goals, 3. 7 scoring shots to 10.
Yeah.
So they've done it again. They've had,
Can't say they didn't have their
less
chances.
scoring shots and won the grand final again over Upwey Tecoma. It's just a pattern that's emerged. So well done again to the Narre Warren Magpies in the reserves.
Well, I'd like to invite Chairman Tony Mitchell to the stage for the presentations. And we'll begin by inviting Up at the Tecoma coach, Dane Howard to the stage to say a couple of words.
Firstly to the Narre Football Club, Jamie and the boys, 4 in a row, that's some sort of effort. You've been so good for our competition, keep winning flags, and that's just what you do because you're a great athlete, you're a great football club. Be very proud of what you've done. All the best to wherever you end up. You know you're going to dominate that too, so well done and enjoy your night. To our boys, you know, the love's still there. I'd just like to apologise to our supporters and our sponsors. We've shit the bed and let you down again. Thank you.
And now I'd like to invite Dalen Jessup up to the stage to accept the umpire medals. And now for our best on ground medal. From Narre, number 9, Matthew Bitter. And now, number 20, Travis Callahan. Number 23, hopefully he's able, Aaron Thomas. Unfortunately, he got injured. Number 24, Matthew Whitehead. Apologies in advance. Number 28, Alexander Nizenti Sweetie. Number 30, Bailey Howard. Number 31, Kai Howard. Number 35, Nicholas Machado. Number 37, James Milojevic. Number 38, Nathan Power. Number 39, Kyle Wing. Number 45, Ryan Stevenson. Number 46, Bryce Letang. Number 47, Joshua Sherlock.
No shit, Sherlock. Good point.
Number 50, Harry Miller. Number 52, Patrick Manor. Number 55, Jeremy Matera. Number 56, Jack Cornish. And our captain, number 44, Grant Mitchell. Stay up there, Grant. And our coach, Jamie Brown. First of all, good day on the Upwey, boys. Honestly don't know what to say. I honestly don't know how we won that game. Just pure heart, honestly. You've been the benchmark all year. And I'm guaranteeing you'll win it next year. I guarantee it. So well done, enjoy the night. So our boys, unbelievable. You know, 2 down in the first couple of minutes of the game, end up with no bench and then just absolutely pure heart. That's sensational. Like I said last year and the year before, you work harder than any other group going around, so, and that's proofs in the pudding. You keep winning flag, so congratulations, well done. And now our 2024 Premier Division Reserves Premiership Cup